Hey there, Lindsay. How's it going today? My name is Courtney, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more pet owners to your business. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. I have found by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and asking me for help in growing their business. So by the end of this video, you've liked what you heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that I can help your business with. Shoot me a message back and we can chat. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition, which will be content, citations, and backlinks. And so we'll get started with the content. So most business owners know that they need content, but they don't know that Google actually prefers for there to be 1,500 to 2,400 words on their homepage. Not only that, the content needs to have the right keywords. Google likes this because it lets them know what your business is and what you do. And right now I went ahead and does this work? Come on. There we go. So everything you see me highlighted right now is considered content. So this is what Google looks at when they scan your website. Even the photos. Oh my gosh, this cat, I really love this cat. So beautiful. So even these photos, you want to make sure they have keywords embedded into them, and you want to make sure that they are specific to your business and your location and your services and stuff. And I'll actually give you an example of what I mean. If we go ahead and take a look at how many words you guys are sitting at, 220 at the moment, and I'll take a look at your competitor. I'll take a look at your competitor right now, and they are sitting at 837 words at the moment. And what do I exactly mean by having content? And they have what are known as keywords, and keywords are basically words that people look up search each month to help resolve like their issues and just things that they need help with. And and you want to basically have these keywords, these special words on your website. And what do I mean? Well, let's take a look at what your keywords are. This is SEMrush. This is a tool that I use that actually helps me to look at details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. And I actually ran a scan for yours and your competitors. So let's see what your keywords are. You're ranking for 99 keywords at the moment. And let's see. These are some of them that you're ranking for at the moment. These 3 are pretty good that you have on here. But these 2 right here, so it's not the most ideal for Google and people who are searching you up because not everybody knows your name, So you don't want to rely on keywords like this to be on your website. So you want to have other things like, veterinarian, Roanoke, VA. And I'll give you an example of a better example. Let's take a look at your competitor. And let's take a look, and they're ranking for 491 words, and these are example of words like Roanoke Animal Hospital. Let's see, you want to have, okay, so as you can see, you guys do not have this keyword on your website at all, so I do recommend adding this. And how many you want to ask? Well, let's see how many is on your competitors. Right, they have this on their site twice, so what you want to do is you want to add it on your homepage, like 3 or 4. You want to do more than what they have. That's how you work this. So what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to pull one of the higher keywords and I'm going to place it into Google. And we're going to go on to the second important thing that I like to go over, which are citations. And you're probably asking yourself, well, what's a citation and why does that matter? And that's a great question. And this right here is called the map pack. It basically has your business's name, address, and phone number. And this is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. And you might be wondering, well, how do I show up in maps? That is a very good question. So I actually have this picture up here to give you guys an example of this. And basically you want to have your name, address, and phone number distributed on hundreds of directories like Yellow Star, Yelp, BBB, You want to have it on as many of those as you possibly can. You guys actually aren't on the top 3, and this is where you want to be because this is where people click on. They don't go to more businesses or anything. So in order to actually, beat out your competitor, you want to get more than them, so you can gain more trust with Google, which is going to be pushing you above the map pack. And you might be wondering, how do I get up there? And to answer that question is, we use resources that help us to look at what citations your competitors have, and we will basically match those citations. And not only that, we will want to do more than them, so we will want to double what they have. So whatever they have, we want to add like 50 to 100 more. So that's how we would go about placing you up here on this map. The third and final thing I'd like to discuss is link juice, or another word is backlinks. This third pillar will really help you dominate on Google. So when we searched up, Roanoke Animal Hospital, we see that, excuse me, we see you guys aren't actually on the first page, which you're probably aware of. This is the first page is what you want to be on. To be specific, you want to be one of the top 3 because, again, this is where people click on. People do not go to the bottom of the page. People do not go to the second, third, or fourth page. So these 3 years is where you want to be. And in order to do that, you need to get authority. And, how do I get authority? And that's a good question. It comes back down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. It's kind of like a vote of confidence. And in Google site, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So, for example, if you have a local blog or industry site linking back to you guys, then that's great. That's what we want. But if you're, being in the animal care field, you don't want to get a backlink from like a Pizza Hut, It's not so great because you guys don't really sell pepperoni. And now let's go take a look back at SEMrush, because this actually takes a look at your backlinks. And as you can see, you guys are sitting at 688. Which is not bad, but it's not dominating at the moment. And let's take a look at what your competitor is doing, which is 943 backlinks. And what we would do is, they've got some backlinks from strong relevant sources. So, how we would go after and dominate the minutes is very similar to citations. So we can see exactly, what backlinks they have. We would go after them and match them and get the quality ones. And then we would want to, double that as well. So however many they have, we want to get 50 to, 100 more than that, right? So getting you to the top is not magic. It's just a method. And I've shown you that method today. So in closing, once again, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words. You want citations. You guys want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out your competition by a landslide. And you want link juice. You guys need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. So I bet you're wondering, well, what now? Well, you can either go with this information I provided you today, and you can do this on your own, and I'm cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call or text at 218-517-5513. And again, my name is Courtney, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.